English voice actors refuse to work on Snowbreak Containment Zone over fan service. So for those of you who don't know the story with this game, when it initially launched, I guess they were trying to copy Genshin Impact and just be for everybody. And it didn't work out very well at all. Like I've talked about this game before. It had a disaster of a launch. Nothing was going well for them. In fact, a lot of people were confused. Like, wait, this game had English voices? Yeah, it did at one point. But because it flopped so hard, they had to pretty much cancel their English dub. They couldn't afford to keep paying them because the game was such a disaster. So in order, like in the last ditch effort to save the game, they made the correct decision. And instead of making it for everyone, they focused on a niche audience that's been proven to put their money where their mouth is and support those that give them what they want. And they went full fan service, and they've been so successful now. They tried to bring back the English dub. So they tried to hit up the voice actors again. Like, hey, we have a bunch of money now. We can hire you guys again. And the voice actors were like, nope, we don't want to be associated with you anymore. So put yourself in the shoes of the company here. All right, so do we do what the voice actors want and go out of business? Or do we do what the fans want and just flip the voice actors the bird as we make more money than ever? And of course, oh man, when they went more fan service focused, there was a lot of reeing from all the tourists and fake geeks. Like, why don't they just fix the game and as opposed to worrying about the fan service? Well, now they've made so much money selling fan service, they've started fixing the game proper. They've been putting some actual thought into extra game modes. They did a little bit of rebalancing, I think. Yeah, they're focusing, like at least if you saw the most recent trailer, looks like they're adding a few gameplay elements. I think they're going to do fine at this rate. They are fixing the game, and which they can only do because they got money from selling fan service. Yeah, and there were worries at first that, oh, this is just going to be like a one-off. They're only going to do it for like one update. Well, the version 1.8 update trailer came out. It looks like they're going to carry on, man. Looks like they know who pays their bills now. They know, hey, regardless of whether you like fan service or you like the gameplay, we can't fix the game. We can't have decent gameplay unless we sell the fan service to make the money to fix the gameplay. So yeah, it's going well for them. Well, back when they had an English dub, they were a complete failure. Now they're a massive success, well, relatively speaking, and they have no English dub. I wonder what the right choice was. So according to a statement on the official Discord for Snowbreak Containment Zone, the English voice actors have refused to return to the game due to its fan service. Any questions regarding the future of English voiceovers in the game? Sation attempted to contact the voice actors to restore the English voiceover. In the game due to current improvement state of Snowbreak Containment Zone. However, they refused because the game has changed its direction to fan service. So at the moment, there's no plan on getting the English dub back. Thank you for understanding. And nobody actually plays the English dubs anyway. Like for pretty much all these types of games, everyone I know either goes with they primarily go with the Japanese dub, but sometimes some of them go with the Chinese or Korean dubs, depending on the game. No one actually listens to the English one. Yeah, every once in a while I install a game and English is the default language. I immediately change that shit. Like, what the hell is this? Snowbreak is a gacha game that previously cut its English dub late last year after evaluating voiceover preferences. This means most people are probably listening to Japanese anyway. Yep. Yeah, they saw that they didn't have the money to keep paying the English voice actors. and most people weren't listening to them anyway, even when they had the option. Yeah, guys, this is what I keep saying. One of the advantage of gacha games, they got their stats, man. They can see all this data in real time. It's not just the stats on which banners people actually roll on. It's also stuff like this. They can tell what language preferences people are using. So, however, as the game has slowly gained more popularity, they have seemingly reached out to the English VAs to bring them back on. Blue Archive doesn't, at least last I checked, it had no English option at all, right? And yet it's still massively popular. I wonder why. You don't need an English dub. You know what? I will say this again. What I would like to see, pay the Japanese voice actors double and then use their voices to train an AI to speak English, and then dub their characters over using the English-speaking AI from the Japanese voice. That might actually end up being good. The fan response to this news has ranged from apathetic to celebratory. Yeah, notice that nobody is sad. With some considering the VAs effectively filtered or gatekept from the hobby. The implication that is if they dislike the fan service, they probably dislike the game and may not be professional when performing. Oh, this isn't an example of may not. Oh, I can guarantee you they are not professional. No, they take every opportunity they can to insert their agenda and ruin shit. So there's been a growing schism in quote-unquote nerdy fandoms between old-school anime and manga fans and fans who hold contempt for fan service and other staples of the medium. All right, so this was actually a mistake on Niche Gamer's part. I think what they meant to say was there's been a growing schism in nerdy fandoms between actual fans and tourists. And the actual fans are starting to realize maybe it was a mistake to not gatekeep the tourists. I've been seeing people that were normally, pro open borders, so to speak, at least when it came to these fandoms, now starting to realize, maybe if we want to keep our things good, we're actually going to have to do some gatekeeping. I mean, yeah, sure. You can't stop people from buying the game. You can't stop people from playing the game. That's true. That's always what the woke like to deflect to. How do you even gatekeep a fandom? Well, the same way you're trying to do it. Yeah, I can't stop you from playing the game if you're a true fan, if you really like it, if you really want to play it. But I can stop you from having a voice in the community. The developers can choose not to listen to you. There are ways we can at the very least prevent your opinion from ruining it.